Did you see the Dalai Lama sucking on that kid's tongue?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Could you
Slurping a boy tongue?
in front of a bunch of people?
Yeah.
Like
A whole bunch of people.
What the fuck?
You thought you were going to get away with this?
What the fuck? What the fuck is that? I watched it. I was like, this is wild.
Oh.
I remember they tried to cancel him a few years back because he was talking about marriage, and they said, you took a vow of celibacy. Like, how do you feel about this? And he's like, I have so many friends, and they're married, and then they get divorced, and they're not happy, and then the woman takes all their money. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
And this woman said something to the tune of, well, some women, they make money too. He's like, good one.
High five.
It was something, oh, sure.
Yeah. Now I've heard everything, lady.
It was one of those it was a weird interview, man. But it was weird. Like, he's like parroting out these tropes.
Right.
About marriage and divorce. And it's really funny. It's like, because some of them fail. But this is supposed to be a spiritual leader.
Right. He's supposed to be like completely ascended and bigger than any thought.
He's supposed to be saying that some marriages are wonderful and beautiful, because they are.
Right.
Like, for him to say, oh, what I heard is they take your money.
Yeah. Well, it's like
bro,
your dad's friend who doesn't get laid anymore. You ever hang out with him at the bar?
Yeah, but your dad's friend who doesn't get laid anymore doesn't have a video of him sucking on a kid's tongue.
He might.
Like,
Dude.
what the fuck, man?
It's probably a VHS tape. he's got on Laserdisc.
What, did they record? I don't think Laserdisc record.
I have no idea.
I don't think they did. That's hilarious.
The Dalai Lama also said at one point, he was like, we got to keep Europe for Europeans.
Yeah,
he was like, too many refugees are coming in.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what the fuck are you saying, man?
Like, hey, Dalai Lama, just let the kids sit on your lap. That's enough.
Yeah, hey, dude, how about don't do that?
Quit smooching the kids in general.
Yeah, don't tell a kid to suck your tongue.
Yeah.
Is there a...
Especially not on camera.
That seems like there should be jail time for something like that. Like, what is that?
I don't think he can get in trouble.
In Tibet, sticking out one's tongue is known as a traditional greeting, stemming from a 9th century myth about an unpopular king with a black tongue.
His tongue was doing blackface.
The Tibetans revealing their tongues to show they had to become his incarnate. Whoa. Tongue sucking does not appear part of the tradition. That's where you crossed the line. Yeah. If they just stuck tongues at each other, bro, you would have skated scot-free.
The PR team is working hard spin on that one.
Hard spin. Wait till Rachel Maddow gets a hold of it.
I know.
She'll find a way.
It happened in February. And it came out like a couple days ago, which is kind of weird.
So it's a hit campaign against the Lama?
Yeah, it's like a few weeks old.
I saw him talk once.
Sometimes it just takes a while for something like that to catch.
Oh,
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But today...
I mean, if it was Don Lemon, I would say, yeah, they're trying to get rid of him. But is the Dalai Lama...
I don't think they can get him out.
I have no idea why it would have came out.
How do you get out the Dalai Lama? Dalai Lama was born... Like, if it was... Like, I don't even mean to pick on Don Lemon. I mean, saying in, like, someone who's on television. It was some, like... But even then, it's like people... If that information's available... Like, if someone... Look how many people were there.
Yeah.
That's obviously like a cell phone footage, right? Is that what it is?
Well, it was a fundraiser for some kind of, like, Indian tech company.
How wild.
Yeah.
How wild.
Uh-huh.
Just be kissing a kid in front of everybody.
Which is already too much.
Tongue kissing.
Yeah.
Suck on my tongue. What are you talking about?
I've never had a kid that close to my own face where I could say, suck on my tongue.
Isn't it interesting? It's interesting, like, what we choose to consider intimate contact. Because hands, like, if he had that boy's hand in his hand and he put his hand over it and said, I wish you a wonderful, happy life.
Yeah.
You're a beautiful human being, and just go out there and be kind to everybody. Everybody, that's cool.
Sweet gesture.
Yeah, sweet gesture.
Mm-hmm.
When you, like, fully hug someone, you can hug them for a couple seconds.
Yeah.
You gotta let go.
Uh-huh.
You can't, like, stand there for 10 minutes just, like, rubbing their back. People go, hey, Dalai Lama, let the kid go.
Hey, your robe is getting tinted,
violated the
Dalai.
time. Yeah, you broke the time clock. There's a time clock that goes when someone hugs.
Uh-huh.
You get, like, a real good friend, it's like you got, like, a 10-second countdown.
Let it linger.
10-second countdown.
Uh-huh.
10 seconds is a long time to be hugging someone.
Oh, it's a
like,
lot.
Ready? Here's 10 seconds. And go.
So here we are. We're touching chest to chest. Our genitals are near each other. I can smell your neck right now.
We're still hugging.
Uh-huh.
All right, now we're done hugging.
Oh, man.
That's a kind of a hug.
That's a
But
long
I've done that. I've done a 10-second hug with a good friend.
Sure, it feels good.
But now with a little boy that I don't know in the middle of nowhere.
Also, how did that boy get in there?
Don't show me this. I don't want to see this again. I don't want to see this. That boy snapped back like a cobra ready to fucking strike.
Yeah.
He's like, why are you making me suck your tongue, you old fucking weirdo?
It's like when the noodle hits your lips finally, and it like snaps like the sound.
But what I'm getting at is like it's interesting that like kissing is such an intimate act. Like it clearly is. But I wonder how that even got started. Like people's breath must have been horrible.
Oh,
back in the
terrible!
day.
Rotting meat in there.
Oh God, no dentists.
Yeah,
your teeth all fell out.
Uh-huh.
And they got knocked out. You probably got infections from cracked teeth from getting hit with a rock.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah.
I bet a lot of people died from like mouth infections.
Well, yeah,
and
you're
shit.
like trying to eat everything you find.
Yeah, you don't even know what's edible.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And when did they start kissing?
I don't know.
Let's find that out. Let's take a guess. When do you think kissing was invented? What if it was like 1900?
Yeah, whenever France became a country.
What if like nobody kissed until like the 1900s?
It was a revolution.
I'm gonna guess it's like some Mesopotamia shit.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that it started like thousands.
Cradle
of
of
years ago.
civilization.
Yeah,
I'd say pre-pyramids.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Strong
Yeah.
guess.
What else did you have to do back then?
Make a toothbrush? Like, why would you kiss somebody? That seems crazy.
We were
just
figuring
wanna
out what holes are safe.
That's
you know?
true.
Yeah.
But you could wash the body off, like eating pussy and blowjobs and stuff. That kind of makes sense. You just want to get crazy.
I think blowjobs happened before sex did. I bet you went mouth
doubt
first.
it. No.
There was a fur-covered hole down there. You're going to try
but
and jam up in that
watch
thing?
chimps. Chimps fuck each other. They
Oh, I've watched
hardly ever
Chimps
blow
Fuck
each
Show.
other.
All right.
I bet you have.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you have.
I've been down that
so
road.
So your guess is pre-dynastic Egypt. So
Sure.
5,000,
I just said
6,000 years
pyramids,
ago.
but yeah.
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 Well, that's like 5,000 years ago.
Okay.
It's like supposedly. They don't even really know. What do you think? Jamie? I've
got two answers. I was trying to figure out which
But what
one's
was your
right.
question?
I didn't have.
You didn't have one?
No. The first answer Google gives back is the first recorded kiss is 1500 BC, which sounds recent.
Interesting.
It's very recent.
Right below that is a link to a longer piece that says some researchers believe that kissing began millions of years ago as a result of mouth-to-mouth feeding.
Ooh.
Interesting.
And then that's going into like, well, why didn't
Interesting.
everybody do it then?
Because you had to chew the food for the child?
Do you know that you can get syphilis from kissing people?
No.
I didn't either. I saw it on a TikTok video. Must be true.
How
It was a
dirty is that
doctor.
mouth?
It was a Instagram Reels. That's what it was. No, he was like having this guy standing there, and all these different girls were coming by and kissing him, and he was pointing out all the different types of diseases that you can get from mouth kissing someone. Yeah, herpes and syphilis and gonorrhea, all these different things you can
What?
get from mouth kissing people.
I thought it was just herpes. That was my biggest fear.
I thought so too.
Somehow I
fucking-
dodged that bullet.
This guy figured out a way to scare the fuck out of everybody, and they're never going to kiss again.
I'm going to keep kissing. I'm still smooching my old lady when I
Well,
get
you're
home.
married.